to bring in Congressman Marsha Blackburn, Carl Higbie, Cathy Taylor, and Ford O'Connell is back with us. Representative Blackburn, what do you make of what's going on with the GOP? I posted a question on Twitter. Is the GOP grand old party dead? 49% said yes, it's in tatters and can't be fixed.
Oh, I would disagree with that. I think it is healthier than ever. When you talk about a big tent, what you're seeing is the grassroots, people that identify with Republican principles that are saying, look, establishment, get out of the way, because we're looking for people who are going to define that they are for freedom, faith, family, freedom, hope, and opportunity, and are going to be true to the Constitution. And Charles, quite frankly, I think that this very robust primary we're having is one of the healthiest things I've seen in our party in many decades. So
you're confident, because what I'm seeing, to be quite frank with you, is a GOP civil war and people who are always on the same side of issues now not only disagreeing but going at each other. Do you think the ultimate nominee will be able to unify, bring everyone back under this big tent?
Oh, absolutely. You know, as the SEC primary is coming up March 1st, I've talked to so many people today here in Tennessee who have said, look, whomever the nominee is, I'm with them. They've all picked their candidate. They're all going to be out there voting. But the one thing is they're going to come together after this primary, and whomever is the nominee, they know we cannot afford to lose this election and have Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders or Al Gore or Joe Biden, whomever they end up with in the White House.
Carl Higbie, we were watching Marco Rubio. Essentially, it seems like his sort of narrative is going to be, I am the conservative who can unite the party. I am the conservative who can win. Sort of, I guess, not directly talking about Trump, but echoing the notion that he's got high negatives and probably couldn't win in a general election, although there are more and more polls showing him beating Hillary Clinton.
Well, that's a common thing that he's touting now, is that I'm the only guy who can win. I'm the only guy who can win. Yeah, he says that 68% of guys didn't vote for Donald Trump in South Carolina. Yeah, 78% of guys didn't vote for Marco Rubio in South Carolina. So that argument is null and void. The problem here is that the American people have been told so long who to get behind, who's the Republican candidate. Now you go support it. Now the American people are telling the GOP, this is our guy, Donald Trump, and you get behind it.
What do you think, Cathy?
I disagree a little bit respectfully with Carl. I think that certainly there is a big voice for change, and that bucks the establishment proverbially. But at the same time, I agree with Representative Blackburn. People are going to come together at the end of the day, and they're going to support the GOP candidate.
So when someone like an Eric Erickson says he'll never vote for Donald Trump, and I've heard other conservatives or people who have been in the conservatives for a long time say that, at the very least it feels like maybe the ultimate candidate could be fractured, maybe somehow losing the general election.
I think at the end of the day we're going to come together. I really, really do, because if we don't, we will lose.
Jump in, Ford.
Why we're going to come together. I do think as of today, Marco Rubio is the most electable. That, of course, could change. But remember why the GOP is going to come together. They cannot stand Hillary Clinton, and they're tired of losing, and they actually understand the stakes of this election, that all three branches of government are open. And that's really what's going to drive them at the end of the day.
Representative Blackburn, would you say the party, though, when this is all said and done, would be more liberal than it had been in the past?
Oh, no, I don't think it will be more liberal. I think it will be more constitutional. And I think that you will see an outsider nominee. I think this is a message about election about messages and getting our house in order. And people are going to say, we want to see a constitutional government, do the things you're supposed to do. All these other things you've gotten into, get out of it.
More constitutional, amen to that. I really, really hope that's the case. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it.